A lot of those in South Korea and China are following what's happening in your country very closely. Do you think Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is aware of the sensitivity of the issue? Because any possible enlargement of the self-defense forces in either the Middle East or in East China Seas or South China Seas would alert people in South Korea and China to the possibility that any reinterpretation of the pacifist constitution would remind us of the wartime brutality that the Japanese committed during the Second World War.
Well, certainly Mr. Abe, our Prime Minister, is perfectly aware of the sensitivity of the issues to be involved in discussion of the 70th anniversary of the end of the war. And he has already mentioned that he is going to go along with the lines of those statements made by Mr. Murayama or Mr. Koizumi, or in the past Mr. Kono, on those issues like comfort women and all the atrocities committed by Japanese imperial forces in the past. So, but at the same time, he wants to show the posture of Japan being committed in the proactive pacifism, that Japan should extend its official development assistance and also, capacity building of the humanitarian support in the area, education, hospitals, and this kind of humanitarian aid, and also the human security. Those things to be incorporated into the document that he might be preparing.
Are you aware, excuse me, Professor Watanabe, are you aware that
yes,
the Chinese government will organize a massive military parade this year to commemorate our defeat of the Japanese invasion in China and indeed in East Asia? Perhaps veteran soldiers from the other side of the Taiwan Strait will also be invited to join the military parade. And Mr. Putin, as well as South Korean President, will be invited to join the review of a military parade. How do you think the Japanese public will respond to such an event?
Well, that's a bit difficult question to answer. I mean, you have all the reasons to conduct that kind of large-scale military parade on the side of the victors, and Japan on the side of the loser of the World War II. I think we have to particularly show our, reflections on the past atrocities committed by Japanese imperial forces abroad, particularly those occupied territories in China and also annexed Korea. So I think on the basis of that kind of reflections and commitment that we would never repeat again, that is a kind of basic sort of line for this statement.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Watanabe.
But in addition,
thanks a lot.